This brand new fragrance might actually replace La Nuit alone. What's up guys, Hunter here and welcome back to Fragrance. I hope you're all doing good. Today in my hands is the newest drop from Riiffs, which is Fragile, and I think this one is absolutely going to take off, especially if you're into something like La Nuit alone. Oh my goodness, this is excellent. Because La Nuit alone has always been an amazing scent profile, one of the sexiest date night fragrances you can possibly get. However though, it has some pretty big flaws to it, and I think this fixes them all. And Riiffs has been killing it as of lately, especially last year. Even so far this year, guys, there's no stopping at this house. And this might be one of the greatest fragrances they've released in a while too. And that's actually saying something, because like I just told you guys, the last couple of releases have been hits. Like Riiffs Season Drift, a banger. Of course, Freeze is a banger, and Farid is also going to be in that category. Now, I do want to shout out Riiffs for sending over Farid. Of course, I'll still keep honest. If it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not. It's literally as simple as that. But let's run out some information. So Farid, of course, launched in 2026. It's brand spanking new at the time of this review. For the retail price, only size this comes in, which is the 100 ml, is only going to run you roughly around 30 bucks, give or take, guys. And I can't believe I'm even saying that. $30. You already know, I'll leave a tag or a comment or something. The best place you'll be able to find this one at the best price. Concentration is going to be in eau de parfum, so you're probably getting around 20-25% oils, which is definitely going to be stronger than La Nuit alone. And for the perfumer, I tried to do some research. I have no idea the nose that went behind Farid. So if anybody knows that info, you already know, drop a comment down below and let me know and all the viewers. As if you guys don't know, these Middle Eastern brands are getting the best perfumers, the best noses in the game. So honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if a master perfumer actually made this thing. Oh, with all the information out of the way, let's look at the packaging and presentation you get with Farid now. All right, looking at this box, which is in this nice kind of gold black color scheme with this cool textured finish on the front. Riiffs Eau de Parfum 100 ml, of course. On the bottom of the box, you got your barcode, batch code to authenticate a product and see when it was actually produced. Mine wasn't produced of October 2025. On the back, all your ingredients and information. Riiffs Parfums up top. And the box is kind of generic. It's your typical cardboard box, but it does have a nice texture feel to it. Now, looking at the bottle, which actually has this kind of purple blue tint to the glass, which I think looks amazing, especially with the gold font on the front. On the bottom, of course, you got your sticker, Eau de Parfum 100 ml. That same texture you found on the box is actually on the back of the bottle, which is a very, very nice touch. R for Riiffs on top of the cap, which is plastic, but it is actually very heavy, and it does hold in by friction pretty securely, even though be careful picking it up by the cap, because this bottle is thick and heavy, but all in all, beautiful. In the top, you got cardamom and pepper. In the mid, you got that lavender, bergamot, and geranium. In the base, you got tonka bean, cedar wood, and vetiver. This is classified as an aromatic spicy. And look at that note breakdown, extremely similar to La Nuit alone. So let's go ahead and test out these atomizers, which are pretty good. It's not pressurized, but it does shoot out a lot of juice, which I always like, of course. But since I like you guys, I'm gonna let you do the first sniff on this one right here. So right away, you're definitely going to get La Nuit alone vibes, no doubt about it, from that spicy, sexy, very fresh cardamom opening from Farid. Now the cardamom in this one actually is fresher than a La Nuit alone, which I actually prefer. Still gives off that seductive, sexy, spicy vibe to it, of course. And it's honestly one of the best cardamom openings I've ever tried in my entire life. It's seriously that good right away. Now behind the cardamom though, you are going to get this kind of spicy, peppery black pepper background. So it's very spicy, fresh, and sexy in the opening of Farid. And you already know, if it's gonna try to replace La Nuit alone, it has to be sexy. And this for sure gets that check mark, boys. And to be honest with you, after smelling this and owning it and wearing it, I don't see myself ever reaching for La Nuit alone again. Sadly, this one is honestly that good. Now, as we transition into the mid, of course, you're gonna get that very aromatic, slightly spicy lavender in the mid of Farid. Because through and through, this is gonna be an aromatic fragrance, of course. You're gonna get a heavy dose of lavender. The lavender in this one actually goes more into that aromatic, spicy side rather than like a clean, soapy vibe from lavender, guys, which I actually prefer the spicy side of it for me personally. And it's even probably why this bottle is kind of purple as well, to represent the lavender, because one of the most dominant notes in this scent profile. profile. Now also alongside the lavender, I actually do get some of that geranium that is listed. And I've been telling you guys, geranium is going to be a trend in 2026, and it's definitely going to be in here as well, guys. Kind of gives off this herbal, rosy vibe to it, very fresh. And for some reason, as of lately, I've been loving geranium, guys. So it's well done infrared, especially combined together with the lavender. I think they just work perfect together. Actually not going to find a geranium in London Weight alone, so it's a good kind of surprise added note in this. And then finally in the base of Farid, it starts drying down into this kind of gourmand, nutty, slightly dusty tonka beans, guys. The tonka beans is so dominant in the dry down of this one that you're not also going to find in London Weight alone, but it's a welcome surprise. And I think just makes it even sexier as it dries, guys. It's very warm, nutty, gourmand tonka bean, of course. But the tonka beans is going to be with this kind of smoky, dry vetiver and a very dry, woody cedar wood. So it has this kind of dry, warm, woody base to it that I think just wraps out the fragrance absolutely perfectly, from the opening being very spicy, sexy, to the mid being kind of aromatic, herbal, and fresh with that base of warm, dry goodness. Is all in all an excellent scent DNA. And it just comes down to, if I take London Weight alone and Farid side by side and let them kind of develop, based on the scent profile alone, this is way, way better in pretty much every single aspect, guys. You have to get your nose on this if you're a fan of London Weight alone or anything in that realm. And for me personally, now Farid 100% replaces London Weight alone in my collection. So for the best seasons to rock this one, guys, it's gonna probably work the best in the spring, fall, and winter months. And not necessarily the summertime. It's too spicy, too woody, too dry, etc. I think it just works perfectly like spring, more so spring evenings, but definitely the fall and winter as well. Unless you're using this primarily for like date nights in the evening time, and you could possibly wear it in the summertime, but still works primarily in those 3 months. And for occasion, it's actually pretty versatile when it comes to that, both casual and formal. It literally doesn't really matter what you're doing on the day, where you have to go, who you're gonna be around. Farid is actually pretty much gonna work regardless. But of course, you already know where your boy's wearing this primarily, and that's on date nights in the evening time. It's just too sexy not to. And basically replaces London Weight alone as a date night king when it comes to that scent profile, guys. This thing is way too seductive for its own good. I don't care who you're going out with. If you're rocking this, you're without a doubt going to impress them. I mean, your personality can be that of a wall, and you're still gonna impress whoever you're with if you're wearing this. But still, if you wanna wear this like going to work, going to an office, anything like that, you could still rock it as that as well. But definitely wear this one in the evenings, going on dates, guys, believe me. And for gender as well, I think this is even categorized as unisex. However, of course, this one is going to lean on that masculine side of things, no doubt about it. Just because it's spicy, it's aromatic, it's woody, and just comes across ultra masculine to my nose. So gentlemen out there, this is gonna be perfect for you. And for the ladies, if you like London Weight alone or anything like that, you could possibly check it out. Plus, it's so inexpensive, why not? So I know some girls out there actually like those masculine scent profiles and sometimes wear it for themselves. So if that's you, of course. But it doesn't change the fact that this does smell very masculine. And when it comes down to age groups with this too, guys, I think it's pretty versatile, both youthful and mature. You can be like in your late teens, still going to high school, going into college, you can rock this, but you can also like have an established job, be like in your 30s, 40s, 50s, and up, and pull it off too. It does not really matter when it comes to age. And that was kind of the same thing with London Weight alone. I know a bunch of younger audience love that fragrance, wearing it for dates, and it's been popular for like over 10 years now. So yeah, through and through, ultra versatile with the age realm. But I can totally see the guys like late teens, even in their 20s, loving this, especially because it's very affordable, sexy, and seductive. Even though it's a sexy, seductive fragrance, it doesn't really give off F-boy vibes like at all, if I'm being honest. So if you still want to smell sexy but still come across a little bit respectable and not like an F-boy, this is a great bet. So wrapping the review, talking on the performance, which I know you guys have been waiting for, I'm assuming, because London Weight alone, like we all say, is an amazing fragrance, very sexy, but the performance is absolutely trash. I even wore that fragrance not too long ago, and my bottle is pretty old, probably like 6 or so years old, and just terrible garbage performance even now after macerating and maturing for 6 years. And that's where this comes into play, guys, because with me, my testing the last couple times I wore this one, I got 10 hours of longevity from Farid. For even being an EDP, guys, I was actually mind blown, because from London Weight alone, you might get around 4, possibly 6 hours at the absolute max. And that's like in the best scenario, ideal situation. If you have like very moisturized skin, it's the perfect kind of humidity outside or something like that, you might get 6 hours, but most of the time it's around 4. But with Fareed, completely changes the game with upwards of 10 hours on skin. If you apply your clothes, it's gonna get you into the next day. So it's literally a better smell in La Nuit de l'Homme and a better performer, La Nuit de l'Homme, at the end of the day, and even saves you a ton of money. Because even with the projection side of things, it's about average, moderate projection. It's never gonna be a beast, loud, room-filling scent profile if it smells like a La Nuit de l'Homme. It just doesn't do that. But still, for what it is, for what it's worth, guys, people will smell you, especially for the first few hours. It does push off maybe about an arm's length. You're gonna get a ton of compliments, a ton of attention, and probably even have girls asking for your number while wearing this. And also, if you're like the date night king, you don't want something extremely loud, like a clubbing type of fragrance that overwhelms whoever you're with. You want them to come closer, be more intimate with you. This does that job. And it does that job upwards to 10 hours. Even after the date, if things go good, you bring her back to your place, you go to her place or whatever, this thing's still gonna be doing its job. And I don't know about you, but that's exactly what I want from my date night fragrances. So I'm actually very pleased with this and have no problems wearing this out. So say goodbye to La Nuit de l'Homme because it's a new kid in town that's younger, it's better, and performs better, and it's this. But that's gonna do it for the review of the brand new Riiffs Fareed. Let me know down below if you've heard of this one. Are you thinking about picking it up? Are you a fan of La Nuit de l'Homme and you agree with me and the performance is garbage, so you want some more from it? Guys, for around 30 bucks, you cannot go wrong with picking a bottle of this up, trust me. But besides that, leave a like on the video, subscribe below if you haven't already, because what are you doing, bro? I got you with daily fragrance content, of course. Catch all of you back here tomorrow. Take care, everybody.